Well, this is Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner. Here today, Andrea Tantaros, Jedediah Bila, political commentator and national spokesperson for the Libre Initiative, Rachel Campos Duffy. And
It's great to see you too, Harris. It's
you
a little
ready?
bright, but yeah.
I was going to say before 3 a.m.
Yeah, no, this is weird. I was like, I can't figure. Do I lean back? Do I cross my legs?
No man spreading.
Do I do this? Figure it out.
Yeah, you'll get comfortable.
Yeah.
Besides, it's more about what comes out of your mouth than really the way you sit.
Yeah,
What?
no, not really. No.
Good to have you. A White House summit on countering violent extremism, as they call it, is going on right now in Washington, D.C. President Well, in denial and what now some are criticizing as tone deafness. Andrea, I want to come to you on this. You know, they planned the summit apparently last October. That's what it was. That's what we were told, because when the French March went on after the Charlie Hebdo incident, the attacks there, and all those people died in Paris, this was announced for February. So this was announced amid that crisis point. But they said, well, we rescheduled it from last October. And here we are at the summit. Nothing about the wording that I understand has really changed, because I still have my notes from then. So, but look at what's happened since then. So much has happened. I heard come out of the White House and the State Department this week is, you know, perhaps there's a place for a jobs program. We've got a little bit of that. Let's watch Marie Hart.
Harris, you have got to wonder what ISIS is thinking when that's serious.
Well, he is an academic, though. That's the perspective that this president.
You know, our outgoing Attorney General, Eric Holder, was at the National. Congressman Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii has said this: you look at the vast majority of terrorist attacks that are being committed around the world, and there's one common element here, and it is radical Islamist ideology. This war cannot be won. This enemy cannot be defeated unless we understand what's driving them and their ideology. A Democrat from the president's home state.
So what should Fox be doing? Should we?
Time starts calling it radical Islam, Harris. I mean, you know that the administration is in the minority on this one. And I thought, I mean, it was really cheap for Eric Holder to stand up there and slam Fox News for standing around and just talking when he's leaving an administration that all they do is stand around and talk.
They're having a summit.
They're having a summit right this
for 3 days.
No action.
And this is a Churchill moment. I mean, this is a moment where
I guess he was feeling pretty safe in Chicago, where you can. Let's look back to the Bush administration when they were hooting and hollering about Valerie Plame and all the other things that the Bush administration did wrong. Andy, you know what wasn't on that list? Spying on Fox News Channel, spying on James Rosen.
A different way, and he was looking at it as like lobbyists and ethics and stuff like that. But look, the other part of this is, when you have a large segment of the media running interference for you, it's easy to not have a large scandal. It's like paying off the refs and then telling people.
What Andy said about the media, you know, maybe they can get away with saying these type of things because if the media is not reporting it as if it's a scandal, although the media was really reporting on Benghazi, ABC's Jonathan Karl followed Fox News' lead and did cover a lot of those scandals. Is that it? The media didn't consider it a scandal, so we're not going to consider it a scandal.
Well, and I got confused. I mean, I know you compared him to.
Hone in on Rachel is the fact that he said, I'm proud. He said proud. Your husband's a congressman. And if your husband were to use the word, I'm proud of presiding over an administration, even if they don't believe it was a scandal, can he say that he's proud of the way that they treated our veterans in the VA scandal? Can he say that he's proud that we lost control of those guns to Mexico that killed a border agent? I mean, the word proud, that really irritated me.
and by the way, didn't just kill a border agent, killed dozens of interviews.
Well, they can tell that, I guess, in their own minds.
Or memoirs.
I'm not sure everyone else agrees with that.
Well, he does have a book out, Axelrod.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
all right, starting today, kids in one state can be sent home from school if they're not up to date on their immunizations. But there's still
Start a little bit with this meeting. To be on a fly on the wall in that meeting with Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton coming together.
well, you know, this thing to run, can I count on your vote? Because I think absolutely that had to have come up.
Now, Andy, she needs these Warren to let everybody know you're not running, and I need you to come on board my team today so we can solidify this base.
conflict of interest is nothing new with the Clintons. I mean, the Clinton Foundation has some really sketchy dealings, and the New York Times, to its credit, has actually done a pretty deep dive into investigating where a lot of their money comes from. But you know what, Jedediah? Who really cared? Remember, that was a huge Sunday piece. I think they discussed it on a couple heady, thoughtful Washington programs. No one really cares in the grand scheme of things, and the Clintons know that. And they wouldn't drop this conflict of interest if they didn't think that most people didn't really care, and they need money.
Right.
And that's what they care about, because remember, they were dead broke. On the Warren meeting, though, yeah, that was just bringing her into the fray. Bringing her in, and also, in case the media asked Hillary Clinton, Did you ever talk to Elizabeth Warren? She needs to be able to check the box and say, oh, yeah, we met, we talked.
Right. Does it work, though?
For Hillary, but, you know, I think it really speaks to how similar she is to her husband and how they are just not, you can't separate the two. He is reckless and she knows.
Also wildly popular, is he not? I mean, Bill Clinton is
president. People, I agree, Andrea, that nobody really cares right now. I think if once she starts running for president, people are going to be taking a look at stuff like that. When one of your husband's nicknames is Slick Willie, you gotta.
That was a personal matter, though, Andy. That was a private matter.
You got to make sure that there's not even the perception of impropriety, whether the actual impropriety is there or not.
But I think JB hit the nail on the head, though, because it isn't just pulling Elizabeth Warren.
The last one. God, that sounds magical.
So gross.
I hate this idea, Andy, and I'll tell you why. I don't want some miserable, sad sack who has to be intimidated or bullied to come to the gym to be standing next to me at workout class. I hate the people that don't want to be there. You don't want to be there? Go home.
I just hate the people who are there.
Geraldo didn't care, and the bedazzle was very cute.
That's what I said. Thank you.
About this, Rachel, would any of these tactics intimidate you? A blubber Jedediah on your body, and I mean, wow, I don't even. But then filming you at the gym, everything you're doing wrong, or what about the leaderboard in spin class? That actually, I mean, if you're a competitive person, you may want to be on that leaderboard. But then who knows?
little mean, hard training. If I got a little fat sticking out of the side, you tell me I got a little fat sticking out of the side. I want to work that fat.
If you have fat sticking out of the side, I should kill myself.
Yeah, right.
Everybody has fat somewhere, Harris. We all have it.
Now, I don't intimidate and I don't bully you, but I lovingly invite you to the workouts that I go to.
She does. Yes. She does. Jenna Lee, actually,
what do you do?
Who's coming up on Opposite. I don't need to be humiliated. I respond to that positive reinforcement.
Well, I've invited a number of the ladies to come to the booty bar classes that we go to. Ainsley Earhart, and you're all welcome. Right. And Kennedy goes, and Andy, you can go.
Like, the shaming.
Everybody's different,
if you would tell me to do that, I would let the other person run fast, and I would just stand there, and then they would get the mail and come back.
My motivation is trying to put on the jeans, and they're not coming on, or the button pops off, and then I know it's time to go to the gym, Andrea. So just how bad is this winter? So bad that...
Though, right?
It's cute. I just got back from Florida last night, so I don't... Ithaca, Boca. Ithaca, Boca wins. You know what? Ithaca this summer, we'll see you.
Yep. That's right.
There you go. Have you been up there? It's gorgeous. My husband's sister went to college there.
Never been there,
gorgeous.
But Ithaca is literally waving the... They have 25.
This is Tuesday.
Yes, exactly. It's Tuesday.
Look at you in sleeveless.
I'm sleeveless. You would never know I'm originally an Arizona girl, but, you know, Wisconsin.
Yeah. What do the photos look like right now?
What she described.
Buried in snow? I mean, no.
But she could do the cabin and fire.
But it's also, we are all talking about
that's
Ithaca.
the thing. It's all. I
can't stop talking about it. It's my home screen.
Really?
Well, I really hold up
sadly,
there. You should go in the summer, definitely.
Maybe you're the next tourism.
If this doesn't work out,
don't you dare. Don't you leave me, Harris. Don't you leave me.
You can come, but I know you won't visit me unless it's 80 degrees outside. Oh, boy. Okay, good to see you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
It's not 3 a.m.
I know. Now
we're staying right here for Outnumbered Overtime on the web, foxnews.com/outnumbered. Click on the Overtime tab. The live chat is already going. The TV version of us tomorrow, noon Eastern, and now, happening now.